And we're going to make sure that when you build your own agents, you're going to be able to build those in a way that have the right security and the visibility and that fit into the fabric as well.
All right, today we're diving deep on AI and AI agents through the lens of identity security. And I'd love to start by having you ground us in the state of identity security today.
Identity security is very important. It's been an interesting evolution, leading Okta and being a close observer of the industry. 5 or 10 years ago, it wasn't as obvious as to everyone that identity was so important to security. But with what's happened in the world, with 80% of breaches involving some kind of identity, people, both from the projects they're doing for their security infrastructure and the threats they're dealing with and industry threats, it's become clear to everyone that identity is security. And if you want to have a great security posture, you have to have not only a robust identity system, but you have to have an identity system that really is enmeshed with your security stack and they work seamlessly and they work together to prevent breaches. And now what we're seeing with the rise of AI agents, it's putting identity at the center again. All these AI agents need access to service accounts and machine accounts, and there's interesting challenges with what the people do, what the humans do, and what the agents do, and how they talk to machines. And again, identity is right at the center of that. So it's an incredibly exciting time for us here at Okta.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for that. And just to double click on AI agents, I think we both know that they are already being integrated into the modern enterprise and really changing how work gets done. From your perspective, how should leaders be thinking about these autonomous systems and the identity challenges that they create?
Well, we have a lot of hype and energy around agents. Everyone's very excited about their potential, and we're seeing a lot of use cases starting to roll out, particularly in customer support and automation and software development. We think about a present and a future where agents are everywhere, and they need access to everything, and it has to happen fast. And if you want to have the business benefits and you want to have the security, you have to secure the identity that all these agents interact with. And that's what we're positioning Okta to be a key enabler of this whole future.
I love that. And to dig a little bit more into Okta's vision for the future, could you talk to us a little bit about Okta's vision for an identity security fabric?
Well, identity security fabric is an important concept, which is first of all, every company has, millions and millions of identities. If you add up the accounts on all the various systems, companies have, even a small company has hundreds, if not thousands of systems, not to mention a large corporation. So millions and millions of identities across all these systems. And then when you add in the machine identities and the service accounts, and then you extend that to the supply chain partners and people you collaborate with in your ecosystem, and then customers and your customer facing systems. It's overwhelming. And the concept of this identity fabric is a few key things. The first thing is a set of identity technologies and capabilities that give you complete visibility across all of these identities and all these applications and all these environments. So there's complete visibility. The second thing is the ability to control access and put the right policy on the right identities and to govern the process that these identities are created or managed or given permissions, the whole identity lifecycle. And the third thing is the ability to monitor and react and understand which threats are emerging against identities and to ensure that that's all tied into your entire cyber ecosystem. That's the dream. That's what every company needs, and that's what's going to really ensure companies can have a robust security posture. Again, we're talking about something that's involved in 80% of cyber attacks. So if we can put all these identities in this fabric, we can help assure that these attacks won't happen.
And I think there is this misconception that sometimes traditional authentication methods can be deployed for authenticating, say, AI agents. And what is your take on that? Like, can we apply the same things that we've always done to this new world, or do we need to like radically reassess how we're authenticating AI agents?
The concept of an identity security fabric is completely compatible with this world of agents. So the world we're headed to of agents doing all these tasks, these agents are going to fit right into this because they're going to have access to all the resources and they're going to have to hand off work between people and agents in a delegated way. They're going to have to act on their own behalf in certain cases and have their own identity. So the concept of an identity fabric fully supports this agentic future. We're also going to make sure that as you deploy agents from packaged software providers like Salesforce or ServiceNow or Microsoft, or you build your own agents, we're going to make sure that those can be pulled into your fabric in a way that's secure, gives you visibility, and gives you the ability to set the right policy on those agents. In fact, just this week we announced something we're very excited about, which is a new protocol called Cross App Access, which is an extension of the OAuth protocol that basically is a way for all the different systems in your environment to give access to each other in a way that gives visibility into your identity security systems. And this, you can lay agents right on top of this, and the agents can have access to multiple things in a way that your identity security systems have visibility into this. And what's happening in AI and the progress and the potential there and the challenges that that's going to pose to people and how we overcome those challenges is incredibly exciting. I mean, agents are a new wave of technology and new things are possible, but it's only going to work with security, and we're right at the heart of that.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Todd. Thank you for your time. I know we've covered a lot of ground on securing AI agents and the importance of a comprehensive identity security fabric. I think it's clear that securing AI is not just a trend, but a fundamental shift in how we approach identity. Thank you all for watching. To learn about more about this rapidly evolving topic, please visit us at the Okta Newsroom.